In the next 60 seconds, I'll put you in command of a brand new metal album to stream. But in the last 60 seconds, only the true metal warriors will get a second album from my secret collection. Terry here again, guiding Metal Music Guardian, warriors and defenders like you to music that you want. If you like the stuff that is here next to me on the list, FMR is for you because I review, analyze, and break down the newest extreme releases from my weekly charts so you get the best new metal every day. Last time I reviewed Distant Dystopia by A Scent Like Wolves. Check out the last episode for the full scoop and results, and stream them for yourself to see if they are for you. Quad Brutal by Austrian Death Machine is your new album today, up for a fresh full metal review. Let's break this down. Before I started, I opened the page to see there were 10 Arnold Schwarzenegger core sounding tracks, totaling 34 minutes. The album cover artwork here, as you can see, it's a funny spoof on the Terminator himself with custom Terminator movie-style fonts to go with it. I was attracted to it immediately thanks to the artist's tremendous work here. Classified in Apple Music as metal, between that rating, the album artwork, and the song titles, I'm visualizing something muscular. Get it? My genre description now is deathcore. We'll see in the end during my reveal. Track 1, it opens Terminator heavy on a bullet train. It's crushing, painful, scorching metal, and I love it. Track 2 is absolutely vicious. It's nonstop bulldozer instruments and incredible rhythm, melody, and harmonies. Such strong, deep guttural fry vocals right from the gut. Arnold approved for sure. Track 3 is again wild, crushing, and vicious, more on the metalcore side, I found. Next, track 4 is a clinic of massive 50 caliber percussions. It's crushing, and I love it. The rhythm here is unbelievable. Track 5, it follows the same way in line. It is crushing, beastly, and monster heavy. The rest of the album is super beast heavy all the way through. In summary, truthfully, I couldn't stop laughing and smiling. Arnold himself must have had a pretty good laugh too. This is such a good album. It's so strong, it ticks all my personal boxes. It is scorching right to the end. This job must be an absolute dream live. Great job, ADM. The recording and sound quality was professional. It was very loud, but not quite distorted, which I really like. Production and musicality was raw and refined, in my opinion. I'm going to rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo as immense, while the harmonies and melodies, they were there, but they were less present than this album. It's more about the rhythm here. Lyrical theme here is obviously a spoof on the Oak himself. Becoming a mainstream or radio act here is definitely not a possibility. Just too much power here. The range, flow, and layout of the album is consistent, and the tracks are arranged excellently. I describe the vocals as girly man beastly, while the guitars I can only describe as spectacular. The bass section, spectacular. Finally, the drums and percussion performance was, you guessed it, spectacular. I love the sound bites from Arnold all the way through. Overall, the energy and intensity was hyper massive. They remind me of Deathlock, but way heavier. AI says they sound like Deathlock and Gwar. Okay, I guess those are both spoof bands and fairly suitable. I rate the temperature here as super hot. It has a dark and light tonality feel, while the overall color or colors I describe as oak brown. Get it? General feeling I had during this session was white knuckles with now no skin left. Led me to give this album a seismic reading of 8.6 on the Richter scale, massively. I'm going to watch Terminator 2 and Pumping Iron simultaneously at this particular point. In summary, my prediction from earlier was, well, I said deathcore. My personal reveal rather is deathcore with metalcore flavors and even some tech deathcore stuff in there with the speed. But the official bio says thrash and metalcore, which means I'm kind of sort of halfway there-ish, maybe not. My favorite tracks here, quite frankly, I was too busy grinning and laughing all the way through, but track 7 stood out as an absolute monster track. Finally, it's going into my library. And lastly, these reviews don't do any of these bands justice. Stream them for yourself. And that is, hey, it's the end of our show. Just like that. Time for a quick look through my treasure chest. And I'm going to recommend 2 albums for you tonight. I'm in such a good mood here. Homicidal Ecstasy by Sanguish in a Bog and Everything Bleeds by Crown Magnetar. Nice and heavy, just for you, just to say thanks. And that, my friends, is it for today. Reminder, please support your favorite metal artists, stream them, engage them with social, buy the merch, see them live if you can. Join me again soon for another episode of FMR. And finally, hit that subscribe button because metal music matters. Then set up notifications so you can get your new album recommendations right here first. Cheers, everybody. Have a good night.